Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Danny. If you're new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can get notification every time I upload a video. Today's video is going to be on my first cruise I ever taken. I was on the Carnival Radiance. I went by myself on my birthday. It was a 5-day, 4-night sailing and I had fun. But here are some tips and tricks from a first-time cruiser. I know you guys seen a lot of channels with all these what you should do, what you shouldn't do, but this is what I learned from my own personal experience. First off, use a passport instead of your birth certificate if you're like leaving out of the United States or whatever, because the line is way quicker. The birth certificate line was extremely long. The passport line, I showed my passport and I would literally walk right through. It probably took me like from the time I got there, because my check-in time was at 12:30, but I got there like maybe 11:30 just to be safe or whatever, to find a parking spot and all that stuff. And I thought they was going to make me wait until 12:30 to just check in. But no, like when I came there, because I was sitting outside. When I came there, they was like, oh, are you going to check in? I'm like, yeah, but my check-in time not until 12:30. So I'm just sitting here waiting. They were like, oh, no, you can come in, you can go check in. So I went in, showed them my documents, whatever. And I walked right through maybe within like 5 minutes. But the birth certificate line was like extremely long. So my tip with that is to bring your passport, because you don't want to be standing in that long line like that. It's to connect your credit card to your account, your room number before the cruise, because you don't want to be standing in guest service line trying to cash out on the last day or like check charges and take charges off. And then I saw like a recent video of somebody who added cash to their account and somebody went and spent all the cash that they had on their card. I think they probably dropped their like room key or whatever. And they spent all the money. They basically like lost the money. With credit cards, you could refute the charges with your credit card company and have the charges taken off. So I think it's like way easier for that as well. Next, I would say get your boarding time close to like when the rooms are gonna open, because like I said, I put my boarding time for my check-in time 12:30, and like the boarding time like for the rooms are gonna open was like 1:30. But they opened the rooms early, so by the time I got through like with my passport and all that stuff, and then like customs, you know, they check your stuff or whatever. By the time I stepped on the ship, maybe like 5 minutes later, they was like room was ready. So I just went right to my room with my bag. I didn't check my bag in with one of those like bag handlers, because I just feel I'll just take it with me, because even if it wasn't open for like the first 5 minutes or whatever, it's only gonna be there with an hour with it. So paying somebody to just take it to my room or whatever, I didn't find it like really useful or whatever, because if I would have went like early in the morning and the rooms weren't going to open for like hours later, then yeah. But I put my check-in time close to like boarding time and close to when the rooms were going to open. I found that very helpful for me. Another tip I would have is choose like your time dining, so you can go dine for dinner if you want to use the main dining room whenever you feel like it, just in case like shows and stuff happening at the time. Because like if you pick like a specific time, like early dining or whatever, I think it's 6:30, but if you have a show that's starting at 6:30 that you want to see, then you're kind of stuck. I don't know what they would do in those situations, but I always pick like I pick your time dining, so I can go whatever time I want to go to dinner if I wanted to eat in the main dining room. And then I found that it took a long time in the main dining room. We'll get to that later. But I chose your time dining. Another thing I would try to fit everything in one suitcase, because it's less baggage and less stuff that you have to carry around or whatever. I found it really helped. I only took one like regular suitcase, not a carry-on. I took like a regular suitcase because I drove to the port. The port is maybe 20 minutes from my house. So try to fit everything in one suitcase, especially if it's not like a really long trip, because who wants to lug all those bags around? And you're gonna kind of not like be wanting to dress up all day anyway like that, because basically cruising is for like relaxing, enjoying yourselves. Like you don't want to be trying to lug all this stuff. Like it's just really a hassle. I think it's way easier to just try to fit everything into one bag. Number 6, bring sneakers, because you're going to be doing like a lot of walking around, and then for excursions and stuff, it's way easier you don't want to be wearing slides or sandals or anything. And most excursions require sneakers, especially if you're going to be doing like physical activity. I know some people don't be thinking like to bring sneakers on vacation, but bring sneakers. Number 7, make a plan of what you want to check out on the ship, like your first day. Because on the app, if you download the app, because I went on Carnival, the app gives you different times for different events that's going on. And some of the events are at the same time. Like I think it was like 15-minute increments for like different events or whatever. But some events are at the same time. So basically they have stuff going on all day from maybe 8 o'clock in the morning all the way to like 12 midnight for when like the clubs and all that stuff open. So just try to brainstorm of what you want to check out. Like with me, some of the stuff I missed because some of the stuff was happening at the same time. That was like a really pet peeve of mine, but try to make a list of what you want to do like mentally. And then on the app, it lets you like save different stuff. Like you can favorite it, and then like before the actual event start, it will send you a notification. Oh, this event starting in 15 minutes or this event starting in 10 minutes or whatever. So it actually reminds you. And download the app before you get on the ship. Number 8, bring a non-plastic water bottle on the ship to like refill if you don't want to buy the 24 case of water or the 12 case of water, because they don't let you bring the plastic water bottles on the ship. I did buy the 12 pack, but I found that I didn't even drink the whole 12 pack, so I just ended up taking them home with me in my suitcase. But I did bring a metal water bottle because they did send me a notification that we can't bring plastic water bottles on the ship. So I had like a metal one that you can refill with like purified water that they have like throughout the ship. And then I also had some of the crushed ice. They had like the good crushed ice. So I was in heaven. Oh, number 9 was download the app before you get on the ship. So I already covered that. So number 9, download the app before you get on the ship because it's way easier. You can track the activities. You can also check in for your dining. What else can you do? I think you can schedule excursions on there too and just have it like built to your room key. So yeah, so the app is very, very helpful. But download it before you get on the ship because sometimes the Wi-Fi be acting spotty, and then you know how like you're in port and all that stuff, it might not work. But download the app before you get on the ship. Like I download mine, I think the night before, and I just deleted it off when I got off because I didn't want the app taking up my storage. So download the app before you get on it. It makes life way easier. Even on the app too, it also like if you want to eat at the main dining room, it gives you the menu. So you can already like browse of what they're gonna have the night before. Or not the night before, browse what you're going to have that night, like when they upload it, because they update it every day. So every day you're on the ship, it gives you a whole new schedule, whole new dining, and everything else that's going on the ship. Number 10, the even and odd numbers are on the opposite side of the ship. I didn't know that because I was walking with my key. Like I told you, this is my first ship, my first cruise. I was walking with like my key, and I'm like, why does it say... I think I was in room 1320 or something. I did a room tour, so it's up on my channel. And I'm like, why does this go from 20 to 22? And then I was like looking all crazy. And then one person said, oh, the odd numbers are on the other side or something like that. And I was like, oh, okay. Because I was like completely lost. I'm like, what's going on? Like, why can't I like find my room? But yeah. But overall, those are my 10 tips and tricks from a first-time cruiser to maybe other first-time cruisers. So that's what I learned from my own personal experience. So yeah, so don't forget to subscribe to my channel and thumbs up this video if you like this type of content. And if you have any other questions, just leave them in the comments and I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability. Also, I became a travel advisor. So if you want me to book you a trip, not just cruise, any kind of trip, just email me. My email will be in the description box. And thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye.